Hey, Coach, it's Trevor Gross from CUTigers.com. We're used to Boston College being a ground and pound team with Coach Adazio, and now with the new regime with Frank Signetti, they're throwing the ball a lot more. They had their best game offensively on Saturday, scoring 48 points. They still have David Bailey, who had his best game running the ball on Saturday. Do you think that it's just taking some time with a new offense, a transfer quarterback to kind of hit their stride offensively?
Yeah, I mean, I think offensive football in particular is about the timing and cohesion and get everybody on the same page. They didn't do any spring ball. They got a lot to their offense, as they showed last week and at different times this year. They can have tremendous balance. They've got good players that know how to block and move people and good running backs and they've done a great job of recruiting skilled guys that fit their system and tight ends that are the prototypical pro style tight ends, flex out and play in space and be an inline blocker as well. And then the quarterback is really very dynamic and he's got a big arm and very mobile, and they do a great job at changing his launch point. And really, it's pretty remarkable, to be honest with you, the transformation and how quickly everyone has seemed to adapt to it.
You mentioned the tight end, Hunter Long. They probably rely on their tight end more than just about anybody in the country. He has 38 catches and 3 touchdowns this season. I know you've gone against some great tight ends, but just how much of a matchup problem is he?
Well, yeah, he's big and he's athletic, and he's just a huge target. Got great hands, and then again, they don't do some of the traditional things that we see in the spread world. They're not. Some of it they do, and then other ways they use them are not the normal ways. And they have other tight ends and, formations. You got to kind of sort things out. So, he's definitely a feature guy, excellent player. And somebody that, again, for the flow of their offense, he's a critical part of that, no doubt.
Coach, after watching the film from the game on Saturday, did anything jump out at you that you didn't notice on the field, particularly with the some of the big plays that Syracuse had?
No. Yeah, we just lost contain on the reverse, and just got beat, on the go ball, and really that's about it. So got to play better, play a little bit better technique and more discipline. When plays go away, professional courtesy. Somebody's going to check you every week on your containment responsibility. So we got to do a better job, getting our guys ready to see those types of things. So every week presents different challenges. And the biggest thing is just getting better, at what you do, fundamentally, and understanding and learn from the mistakes and drill it. You get an opportunity to get on the field, you got to drill it.
Hey, Brent, Larry Williams here. How would you evaluate Brzee just over 6 games so far, just, his first run through?
Yeah, really good. I'm sure he would tell you that he's got a lot to learn and to get better at. And, he's a sponge. He doesn't make the same mistake over and over and over most of the time. He learns quickly, got a lot of pride. He's a pleaser, high motor, tough guy, loves to play, loves to compete, loves to practice, So we give him passing marks up to this point.
Brent, this is Matt Conley with the State. It looked like maybe he rolled his ankle or something there late in the second half. Is he okay, or is anything?
Brian?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I didn't even know anything about rolled ankle, so I'm not. I don't think there's anything wrong with him.
Brent, it's Pete at AP. You guys are getting turnovers this year. I mean, some years you have really talented squads who don't seem to get as many. Is there some kind of trick to the turnover with these guys, or is it just the player itself, having that ability?
I think it's a lot of factors that go into it. Sometimes guys are just ball hawks, and then some guys are really detailed and doing all the little things right and putting themselves in the right position. Just got a lot of discipline. Sometimes, a game gets out of hand and teams are having to press and they have to expose themselves. So they're a little bit more vulnerable to it. Sometimes you face a team that maybe they have a lot of young players at skill or at quarterback that, again, make themselves vulnerable. Maybe they have some bad habits. So, there's a lot of factors, like I said, that go into it. And I don't think you just luck up and not be aggressive. I think being aggressive and trying to be, forcing issues, I think that can speed the timing up. Talking about offensive football, wanting to be, do things on time. So if you can ever speed them up, and create, stress where they don't want it or don't like it, that can potentially lend to it. The flip side, they lead to big plays too, So, so far so good that way. We're plussing the turnover margin. It's the biggest factor in winning and losing. So we try to emphasize it. And, so far this year, it's been a group of guys that are learning and getting better and putting one in front of the other. And, for the most part, there's a lot of discipline going on. We still have plenty of things that we got to get better at, but I think they're happening, because of a physical aggressive nature. And then I think we got some instinctual guys that understand what we're doing, pretty well. So they're playing, good discipline, defense.
Guys, Brent, are guys getting better at it in high school too? Is that one of these things that's evolving in the game, the way, now every pitcher seems to be able to throw 100 miles an hour out there in the mound?
I think overall, players are smarter about football, understand football a little bit more. I think coaches are smarter at all levels. And, you just look at the evolution of the spread and, and it's all the 7-on-7 that's going on, year round. And so offensive players having a better understanding, the defensive players that play offense understand the offense a little better. So I think the intelligence is definitely, better than it was 10 years ago. So as a result, you can anticipate and play with a little more discipline. And I don't know. I really don't spend any time thinking too much about it. You want to try to create them and those types of things, but I don't even know. I don't know what the numbers and statistics say other than we're in the plus territory. So we're doing a good job that way.
Brad from Clemson SI, I kind of want to piggyback a little bit off of that when you talk about things that win ball games, giving up big plays from a defensive coordinator standpoint. I mean, that's really been something that has taken over a lot in college football. Are you okay with giving up some of those? I mean, I know you don't want to ever give up a big play, but with the way the offenses are designed these days, it's just inevitable they're going to find a way to get a couple big plays on you a game?
Well, I mean, what's a big play? Like we gave up 2 big plays the other day. All right. There's nothing that's okay about that. You give up, 60-yard run or an 84-yard pass. It's never fine. It's never okay, regardless of the situation. Somebody gets a 20, 25-yard dig route or somebody gets you on a wheel route for, well-designed plays. That's going to happen some, but the plays that we're talking about the other night to me, it's not okay. But I don't know, what the trend is going on out there, but I don't think you'll find a defensive coordinator out there that's okay with, giving up big plays. Absolutely not. So, but what's the cutoff? Some people say, well, anything more than 15 yards, a big play. Maybe, I don't know. But you start getting into those 35, 40-yard plus plays, man, those are backbreakers, man. You're setting yourself up. You're not going to play a great defense if that's who you are, and you're doing that every single week, and we've had 3 of them in our last 2 games, that just can't happen. So we got to work hard to correct those.
Hey, Coach, it's Trevor again. I remember Coach Sweeney telling the story about showing you the high school tape of Nolan Turner, and you said, wow, who is that? And that's all he needed to know from you. But just how gratifying is it for you to see him having the season that he's having, or a real diamond in the rough?
Well, I mean, since the day he got here, man, it's been like, golly, well, that worked out well for us. He does everything right. And again, he's always got a great attitude. He's a giver of his time, just a great teammate, somebody that shows great appreciation on the field, all the details and the work and the preparation, just how he practices shows up. So again, just a great example for those guys around him. And a great example for all of us, you guys included, us that love college football. Everything comes in different shape and size and form, and just because nobody knew about him doesn't mean he can't play. Just because nobody knew about him means he can play. But there's a lot of Nolan Turners that are out there. Sometimes they end up at a place like Clemson. Many times they don't. But if you can play, you can play. And if you got work ethic, you got work ethic. He's got a lot of natural talent. It's not like he's just a blue chip or blue collar work ethic guy that, that's, playing beyond his ability. I don't see that at all. He's skilled, very skilled. He's got good speed. He's got great fundamentals and just a great poise under pressure. Just really good natural instincts, for the game. And just, thankful for him. Great leader, just a tremendous leader. It's like a coach out on the field.
We'll take 1 or 2 more for Coach.
Brent, it's Larry again. I'm sorry to rehash this, and I apologize if you went over it Saturday after the game. I was just curious on that deep ball over Charleston. Was Xander's – was he –
He's a post player, and they ran a fade ball away from the post player. Xander's got to be a little deeper. He wasn't deep enough, but I don't think he's going to stop that play. But he's got to be deeper, but just playing man free.
So the bigger thing, I guess, was just the technique of –
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take one final.
I'm sorry, Ross. What was Joseph supposed to – like, what would have been the ideal technique there, I guess?
I'll just let you all break that down.
You don't want us doing that.
Don't let the guy run by you, Tackle him if you have to. I don't know. No. But, you just got to be better. You got to get in your pedal, maybe he's anticipating something that didn't happen, but you got a guy that's probably a 4.4 guy, coming right at you full speed. So, you got to anticipate, deep before you anticipate short, so just got to pedal sooner.
Brent, this is Matt with the State. Just what's your assessment of Xavier Thomas and the way he's coming along right now?
Yeah, again, I thought last week he was better than the week before, and he's still working on getting in shape and getting back to the feel of things, getting his legs underneath him and his wind in his chest. And so, again, he's trending in the right direction, and we could really use it, So it was great to see. Made some plays, was disruptive a little bit. Probably should have had a sack if they don't latch onto him. Another time he was right there, and he's getting his confidence back as well, and not having played and practiced in a little while, that'll do it to you for sure. And but it's good to see some of the success that he had in his old disruptive self. He's strong. He's powerful.